Welcome back to Engineer Math Academy. Here we help you lay a solid mathematical foundation so that you can pass your WAEC and NECO without stress. As you can see on the board, we will be exploring the laws of indices. But first, let's do the introduction. First, what are indices? Before we define indices, let's consider what we have on the board. On the board, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. If you look carefully, we have just one number on the board, and the number is 2. But the number is multiplying itself repeatedly. When a number multiplies itself repeatedly, it is better to express that number in the index form. For instance, how many times does 2 multiply itself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 multiplied itself 5 times. That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 2 raised to the power 5. In mathematics, instead of writing 2 times 2 times 2 into 5 places, it is better to write it in this form. This is the index form. The basic rule is a raised to the power n, where a is the base number and n index number or power. What does this mean? The base number is the number that multiplied itself repeatedly, and the n, the power or the index number, tells us how many times the base number multiplied itself. Now let's go back to this expression. 2 raised to the power 5. Here 2 is the base number and 5 is the index number or the power. This means the base number 2 multiplied itself 5 times, as we have here 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And if we do this, we get 32. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. Let's consider another number. 5 raised to the power of 3. What does this tell us? 5 is the base number and 3 is the power or the index number, meaning that the base number 5 multiplied itself 3 times. That is 5 raised to the power 3 is equal to 5 times 5 times 5, and this is equal to 125. Let's see another one. 10 raised to the power of 4. So 10 multiplied itself 4 times. That is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, and this will give us 10,000. So what are indices? Indices are numbers that tell us how many times a number multiplied itself. For instance, 3 is telling us how many times 5 multiplied itself. Also, the number 4 is an index that tells us how many times 10 multiplied itself. What about x raised to the power of 6? This is the base number and this is the index or the power, telling us that x multiplied itself 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see some special cases. A raised to the power 1. When a number has an index of 1 or a power of 1, the number remains the same. This means that 3 raised to the power 1 is equal to 3. 7 raised to the power 1 is equal to 7. 10 raised to the power 1 is equal to 10. 25 raised to the power 1 is equal to 25. So any number raised to the power of 1 is the same number. Now, quick practice. 1. what is the value of 3 raised to power 2? 3 squared. 3 raised to power 2 is equal to 3 times 3, and that is 9. 3 multiply itself twice. What about this? 4 power 3 is 4 times 4 times 4, and this will give us 64. Now, there are common mistakes students do that you need to watch out for. For example, 3 raised to power 2 is not 3 times 2. Many students will write 3 times 2 and they will get that wrong. Also, 3 raised to power 2 is not the same as 2 raised to power 3. 3 raised to power 2, as you can see, is 3 times 3. But some students will write 2 times 2 times 2. Now, this is not the same as this. So this is wrong. Why? Because the number that is multiplying itself is 3 and not 2. So 3 raised to power 2 is equal to 3 times 3, 9. And 2 raised to power 3 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2. And this is 8. So when students replace the base number with the index number, they're already out of points. If you watch out for these common mistakes, then you won't have problem when we move into the laws of indices. And that is what we are going to discuss in our next lesson. So if you gain from this lesson, please like and share this video so that other students will also benefit from it. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so that you don't miss the next lesson. We are going to look into the first law of indices. I will see you in the next one.